These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taken about 7 yards deep. And less than desirable return as he's out of bounds at the 15-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They'll run on first down. It's James. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. James, and he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Parrish. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Parrish. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw. Parrish. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Patriots take over. Played college football here in the Sunshine State. It's USF's Marlon Mack. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
First down, Patriots.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. Minshew quickly completing it out wide. That catch good for only a couple.
Number 87. 2 yards on the pickup.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Minshew. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 22 yards there, a first down.
First down.
Try the jet sweep here. And some room to work. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Minshew. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Off play action, it's Minshew. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
33-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
On first down, it's James. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. He picks up 3 on that carry.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
From the gun, Parrish. Able to complete this to Chenault. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll run on first down. James. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
4 receivers in the formation here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun. Parrish. That's caught by Howard. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Austin Eckler, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Parrish. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or...
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
On 3rd down, it's James. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Parrish. He finds his tight end Howard. That's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 15-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
At the Patriots.
And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. The end result, 21 yards.
First down, Patriots.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. Oh, he shifts past him. And he's going to have a Patriots first down. His good running gets him to about the 44. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
2 yards on the
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Minshew. Flush to his right. And his throw here's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down now, it's James. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And, yes, out come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
On 1st down, Parrish. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Back to throw. Parrish. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To to throw again. Parrish. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up third down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
On third down, Parrish. They're going for Howard, but the pass intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half, and you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half, I mean, that just didn't happen.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Trying to get that one to his running back, Marlon Mack. And it's third down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 13 and a New England first down.
First down, Patriots.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Minshew. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes our score 17-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded near the back of the end zone.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something? That his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 38. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And a nice gain at 21 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
And it's 3rd down.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Devin Asiasi as the first half is winding down. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all of these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. A final shot before break. Parrish. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. This is taken just shy of the 10. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're...
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack.
Loss on the play.
After the sack on first down, Minshew. He'll find his tight end here, Asiasi. The reception good for 7. It's third down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. This is Mack on the counter, and they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
He's been a one-man dynamo on this drive so far, and you know the other receivers would love to get involved. But right now, his skill and his play has his team in a great position to put 6 points on the board.
Out of the gun is Minshew. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Minshew sets to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Devin Asiasi there, but now it's 3rd and goal. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw it. Minshew. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. Then he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Parrish. He'll let one go deep for Howard. And this is going to be intercepted.
Man, good game, man.
And he will bring it out past
This is some bullshit, man.
And you have have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this.
Shit is bullshit. It's like my dudes ain't turning around when I throw the ball to him. Oh, fuck it.
And he threw a good interception. I'm wondering if his head coach believes
I know, but he's supposed to throw it deeper.
Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First
Oh, no.
on the first play of the drive.
I ain't seen no running back run fast on it yet. Oh, man. Damn.
Here's Minshew.
Jeez, nobody playing.
Right side here, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance.
Right.
It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels. Got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy? And what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there.
I have no idea.
Get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
To throw on 2nd down, Parrish. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call a position. It's who you put there. And there we saw completion.
And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard.
I don't know how he caught that shit.
Have the Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Let's see.
So in the Pats territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the gun, Parrish. And that's into the hands of Eckler. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't.
No, I didn't even push that shit.
And now here's
Better throw the grunt that time.
Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders
Jeez,
out there.
you keep leaving this motherfucker open.
An interception.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
First down.
Right.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Open man is Asiasi, the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
Out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 5 yards remain on second down. Here's Mack. Mack's got the first down and then some. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots.
That was crazy.
Marlon Mack with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points.
Shit.
I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, they protected well when they wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
We got to get on the board some way, somehow.
Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown.
So I got to get on the board some way, somehow.
This will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. On first down, James. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw.
Jeez.
And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack.
He ain't blocked
shit.
shit.
To say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall,
Jeez.
Looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the
That
football.
was O.J. Howard
that
shit.
in his defense.
In his
Yo, ran right past you. I didn't even attempt
he
to
needs
block.
better protection, that's for sure. To throw on third down. Parrish.
And
He's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced
Oh,
to
yeah,
get to his
yeah.
running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, wide receiver went the wrong fucking way.
50 on 4th down, and the Patriots take over.
Yeah.
Terrific field position.
Yeah, I seen that. I was like, I thought he was going to come back over real quick, but nope. Oh, well. Fuck.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Minshew. His throw incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
8 yards to go.
New England on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. They'll run the screen with Mack. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4.
Brandon, how about that reaction there from a defensive end? Able to recognize the screen pass trying to happen, broke off his pass rush, and then get back to tackle the running back.
Right.
It's a very athletic and intelligent play. Reminds me of you working out and seeing that the treadmill's open and getting there before anyone else.
See, I know you're just patronizing me right now. Everybody knows at home that that is nothing but a shot at me, and I'll take it, absorb it, and we'll move on. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
This is Chenault on the receiving end. And he is going to have a Jags first
I was about to
down.
say, he better at least got that shit. Oh.
He needed 4, and he got 4 on third down.
36-yard line.
Let's see. Try this.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Parrish.
Come on.
He dumps it to Eckler underneath. A gain of 4
He almost
last
went.
play. They
What
double
the
that
hell?
here and get 8. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check
fat
down.
boy.
But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
11 yards there, first down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. On 1st and 10, Parrish.
Jeez.
And he's going to be taken down.
Just stand there.
They sack him back right around the 44.
Yeah.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Off the play fake. Parrish. Throwing left side here, and it's good.
Wow.
He's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact
And
same
it still was supposed to go to
themselves,
Gronk.
but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are
Oh,
really for
man.
next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Throwing on first down. Parrish. High throw, but the catch is made. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
All right, let's see.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, Parrish. Looking left side, he's got it, complete.
Parishes
A gain of 6 there on first.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders,
Jeez.
using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And he comes back with one complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. On 1st and 10, Parrish. On the screen, this is Eckler. And the stop will come inside the 5 again. A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
On 2nd down, Eckler.
There you go.
Brought down right on the edge of the goal line, about the 1-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you got to match that aggressiveness.
James getting that. Oh my gosh, he ain't get in there.
Got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side, and he's across for the touchdown. Too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed, I did, my good man. So
they fought around. They probably do it.
Here, give him credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. They'll look to throw.
Got him. Yeah.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
Right.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game.
Oh, wow. That said it keep running.
To put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes. Get out of there.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say